Hello, in this video I'll be doing a very quick walkthrough of setting up from scratch a Bing campaign to promote a dietary supplement. So the supplement that I'm going to be promoting is this one. So let me find it. Yeah, there you go. Hey 14. Alright. It's got a gravity of 31, not the most popular one, but hey, like, I know for a fact that there are people who are doing really well with this one. It's probably just cause it's not got a lot of competition, so that's maybe why the gravity is lower, but in any case, let's give this a go. All I'm doing is just to let it run and see what happens, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, so I'll go to my Bing or Microsoft Ads account. You can see this is a brand new account. Alright, zero spend, no clicks, nothing. So let me come to campaigns, view all campaigns. Alright, so let's create the first campaign. And in this case, I'm just gonna do visits to my website. This will be a search ad. Next. Okay, so enter a name. So in this case, I'm gonna be targeting only US. And let's name it after the name of the product, which is Hair 14. Okay. Budget, yes, I'll leave it at the default of 20. And my plan is to let this run for a week. Okay, so that will spend close to about $150 dollars. Okay, and I've already loaded. Well, I've already prepaid around $150 into this account. Okay, and then well, since I'm only targeting US, let me choose specific location to United States target. Okay. And who should I target? Who should see the ads? Only people in target locations. So I'm gonna uncheck people searching for or viewing pages about target locations. Okay. And then languages, English. Alright, let's go to the next step now. I'm just gonna say, so it says here, right? A landing page of my website. I'm not gonna send traffic to a landing page, so I'm gonna just do not ready, because I'm actually gonna like send people directly to the offer. So the offer, if I click on this, right? So yeah, this is the video sales letter page. So this is where I'm gonna be sending people who click on the ad. Okay. Alright, so the ad group name. Alright, so I'll have a couple of ad groups. Alright, and yeah, so I'll be so under the campaign, I'll probably have about 6 or so ad groups. So I'm definitely gonna be splitting based on gender and also device. So device meaning whether it's on desktop or tablet or smartphone. So yeah, so that gives me a total combination of yeah, 6. Okay, so male. Actually, let me do this So desktop mail. Maybe I just put an H as well. Let's just do something like 35 plus. Okay. And so okay, so that's my ad group name. And then what I'm gonna do is keywords. Okay, so keywords, I've already got a keyword file prepared, as you can see over here. So I'm just gonna paste all these keywords. Actually, I can't directly paste this like this because I want the keywords to be phrase match, meaning I need to use double quotes to indicate phrase match. Okay, so there's a tool here called keyword match type2.com. So if I paste it in here and then say make keyword list. Oops, just take phrase match, make keyword list. You can see it automatically inputs all the keywords in double quotes, which is what I want. Okay, alright, so there you go, keywords. And then let's do another one. So this time it will be desktop female 35 plus. Same thing, gonna paste same keywords. Well, I'll probably take like something like male hair loss out because this is only females, right? Just take that out. The rest should be all fine, right? Okay, so let me now go. So these are two ad groups. I'm just gonna have two for now. Later on, I will duplicate them into, say, tablets and also mobile. Okay, so that I'll get a total of 6. For now, I just leave it at 2, and then I'll go to the next step. Alright, so okay, I don't care about extensions. Alright, let's go ahead and create the ad. Okay. Yep, that's fine. Expanded text ad. Let me just quickly scroll to see what I have to enter. Alright, cool. So the final URL. So the final URL is actually this thing. So just put that, let me check. Yep, final URL, because it tells you, right, URL of the page that displays after the customer clicks on your ad. So this is actually the final destination, which is, yeah, which is what you saw there. Let me get to this bit first. So path. So path is a simplified web page address that appears in your ad, similar to display URL. So this is just like a, I guess, a pretty version of the final one, because sometimes the final URL might be some really long and ugly looking URL, and so in that situation you could use the path to make it look nicer. In this case it doesn't really make much of a difference, so I'm just gonna say something like video yeah, so you can see here on the right, that's a preview of how the ad will appear. So in this case, you can see that the path appears right here, hey14.net/video. Okay, so let's do the title now. So the title, I've also got it right here. So let me do something like this one, and you can see it immediately appears on the right. And maybe this one. So let's do 2. 10-second hair loss trick and stops thinning hair fast. Okay. And then let's move on to the ad text. Stop. Okay. Like that. So stop hair loss and regrow your thinning hair with this natural 10-second hair loss remedy. Okay. Alright. This one, normally it's good to just uncheck this. I don't really want this to be an audience ad. Yeah, just uncheck that. And then mobile URL, nope, it's just gonna be the same one. So yeah, so this is important, the add URL options. So this is the tracking template. So if you want to have a look what it is, it's where you define the URL tracking. So for this, right, what I've got is I'm using a service called short.io. Short.io is free, and basically it's just a shortener, right? It's just like a shortener like bit.ly, but the only difference is short.io, it lets you kind of pass in parameters for tracking. So let me show you what I mean. So first of all, let me just shorten my my affiliate link. So that's the link that I'll get from ClickBank. So it's actually, if I hover over this, right click, copy, and if I paste it, you can see that, you know, this is my affiliate link. Just have to replace the ZZZZZ with my own affiliate, my ClickBank affiliate ID, which is, in my case, this is my ClickBank affiliate ID. So this is my affiliate link, which it says the link was created. Okay, now the slug, let me make this prettier. So I'll call this F14 after the product name. Okay, so this is my final tracking URL. Alright, save. Okay, so this is, I can yeah, let me test this. And there you go. See at the top here, it also has my hop, my set to my ClickBank ID, so that's all good to go. Okay, so in terms of the tracking, so what you do is you put in the tracking URL, and at the end you do like question mark, and then you put in so in this case it's TID equals and then we've got all of the parameters that we want to, you know, track. Okay, if I go to quickly go to help. Actually, let me go to help. If I search for parameters, right? So tracking or URL parameters. So here we go. So these are all of the parameters that you can use for tracking. So you could track campaign ID, campaign, account ID. Yes, a lot. I'm gonna want to track the network, and then let me do an underscore. Yeah, it'd be good to do a device as well. So device. Yeah, so network, device, right? So add group ID, add ID, and order item ID. So there you go. Let me make that correct. All right. Let me double check. So TID equals yep, network followed by device followed by add group ID followed by add ID and then order item ID. So that should be all good. So what you could do is, you could take this entire URL, okay, and then let's just say alright, let's just put in some dummy values, right? Let's say network. Let's see, network. Where's network? Yep, here you go, network. Yep, it's either O or S or A. Let's do say S. So TID equals S underscore, so device, let's say M, okay, M, add group ID, so yep, let's assume it's this one. So add group ID, and then we've got the add ID. Yep, there you go. Well, let's just give it. There's no example, so let's just make up something, and then order item ID. Again, let's just make up something, right? Like that. Alright, so suppose that's the full tracking URL. So let's go. Okay, and what we have to do is we have to try and attempt to buy this so that we get taken to the order form. And yeah, so at the very bottom here you can see the my affiliate ID, clickbank affiliate ID, followed by, well, a dot, and then the tracking, well, I guess the tracking string you could call it, right, that I passed to short.io, which then redirected to clickbank. And so if you see this at the bottom, then that means that it's all working correctly, right? So the tracking ID is being passed to clickbank correctly. So now if you do get a conversion or purchase, then you'll be able to use this tracking ID to track back to work out which segment, which device, which network, which ad ID, which item ID, which ad group ID led to that cell, right? So that's how you track. Alright, so that's all good. I don't need to worry about the URL suffix, no need to worry about the custom parameters. So yeah, so I think that's it for the ad. Let's save it. So for the desktop female, okay, let's do the same thing. Okay. Okay, again, uncheck that. Okay, I'm just too lazy, so I'm just gonna go here and paste it into here. Okay, alright, so like that. Okay, so let me save and go to the next step. In terms of the audience ads, yeah, I don't care about that, but for the ad distribution, I do wanna just display on Bing, AOL, and Yahoo search. Yeah, because syndicated search partners, this, not too sure about this, because these are like blogs and other websites, so not really search engine. Yeah, so what I really want is like traffic directly from the search engine, from Bing, Yahoo. Well, I mean primarily Bing, okay, because yeah, so that's, I want people who are actively searching for the keywords that I'm targeting. And so even though it's true that I'm probably be paying a higher CPC, that's okay if it means higher quality traffic. Okay, so yeah, so save and have a look. Yep, here you go. These are my ad groups. They're both eligible now. So yeah, I think it will take some time though, in order to be approved. Okay. And as I mentioned before, what I do have to do as well is to, yeah, I do wanna remember this is female and desktop, so I do have to specify for this ad group to target only females and desktop. So let me do that. So come over to settings, ad group settings again, yeah, so for device I will, so this is desktop, right? So I'll say decrease by 100% for tablet and decrease by 100% for smartphone, which means that all that's left is desktop. Okay, save. Similarly for desktop mail, same thing. I'm gonna do the same thing, settings, and then decrease by 100%, decrease by 100% for tablet and smartphone. Now the other thing is, yeah, here you go, the target categories. So yeah, age and gender. So now age, so because I'm saying 35 above, so this one will be decreased by 100. Oops, so I can't do that. Can't do 100 it seems for age. So I'll probably do 90 and 90. This is male, so female will be decreased by 100. Okay, not 100, 90. Alright. And then device, that's okay. Alright. So yep, so that's good. So let me save. And obviously the same thing for this other ad group, desktop female 35 plus. Again, go to settings. So edit, target categories, age, gender. So decrease by 100. Oh, not 100. 90, gender, so in this case it's female, and so male needs to decrease by 90. Okay, so that's all good. Okay, so what I need to do next is just to duplicate these ad groups so that I can target by tablet and smartphone for female, and also tablet and smartphone for male. Okay, my ad groups over here, ad groups. Okay, let's say I want to duplicate desktop female, so I go copy and let's paste. Okay, so adjust new ad groups after pasting. Yes, so paste it. It says starting paste, and there you go. So it's been pasted. So now you can go and edit this. So desktop, I'll say tablet female 35 plus, 35 plus. Okay, and then just click into it. Yep, and then keywords are all the same, but obviously the settings, I have to go change the device, because it is tablet. I will do decrease by, if I can do 100 for desktop and smartphone. Okay. Just interesting how it didn't copy these settings for age, isn't it? So I have to do this 1990. Okay, gender, this is female, so male has to decrease by 90. Alright, so that should be good. Let's just check this. Yep, it's good because it's taking the setting from, I think, from the campaign. Okay, so that's good. Yeah, so you get the idea. I'm just gonna do the same thing for smartphone, and also repeat the process for male as well. Okay, so I'll pause the video and I'll come back once I've finished doing that. Okay, as you can see, I've duplicated the ad groups, and so now I've got, for female, I've got tablet female, desktop female, and phone female. Similarly for male, I've got tablet, desktop, and phone. Okay, and each of these, the settings are all set correctly. So for instance, tablet male 35 plus, if I go to my settings, you can see that I have set them correctly. So decrease 90 for 18 to 34, and then for gender, in this case female, is decreased by 90%. Device, because it is tablet, so I've set desktop and smartphone to have bit reduced by 100% each. Okay. One thing that I forgot to mention is, yeah, because the bid strategy, it says use a campaign's bid strategy, right? Now the campaign's bid strategy, yeah, we have to set this to manual, because I want to actually be able to set the bid on an ad group basis. And so you can see, if I go to one of my, say, ad groups, so now it's using the campaign bid strategy, which is manual bidding, which means it will be using this bid that I'm setting on the ad group. So yeah, I'll leave it at $1. That's fine. Okay. So yeah, so I think that is pretty much all I have to do for now. So I'll just make sure that this is enabled. Okay, so that it becomes eligible. Similarly for this one. Okay, so bid, alright, so that's $1. Okay, yeah, so that's all good. Yeah, just a quick note, it is currently October 19th 2020. This is my time, Australian time. So yep, Monday 19 October 2020 Australian time. So I will, for the most part, I will leave this campaign as it is, and then come back in about a week to see and take it from there. So what I want to avoid, right, is the temptation of, you know, over the next few days, like coming in and if I don't get any conversion, sometimes I'll be tempted to, you know, adjust things here and there. But the proper way that to, you know, the proper mindset to have is, yeah, you just need to give this enough time and to get enough data, right? So $20 a day budget, right? For $1 CPC. So I don't know. So on average, that's what, like, we're looking at 100 to 150 clicks. Yeah, which I guess, yeah, would be the bare minimum to expect a sale, isn't it? If you assume a 1% conversion rate, right, which is average, meaning that for every 100 clicks you can expect a sale. And that's why I reckon letting this run for 7 days to get that at least 100 clicks is a good idea. Yeah, so that's what I will be doing. Obviously I'll be coming in just to check, right, to see that there's nothing wrong or nothing missing from what I've done so far, and also to check that these ads get approved. Otherwise I'll have to adjust maybe the ads if there's any problems. But yeah, that is it for now, for this initial setup, and I will come back to this in a week. Oh, actually, one thing, just realized just spelled it a bit wrong. So it should be H-A-I-R, Hair Fortin. Alright, that's the name of the product. Alright, that's it. See ya later.